Fiore,
I'm Frank Sherma.
Courtney O'Brien. I'm the Assistant Controller for RadicalMedia.
COO and CFO of RadicalMedia.
One of the founders of RadicalMedia, president of RadicalMedia. I sort of have my fingers in everything. Do I look too serious with my arms folded? We started out as a traditional commercial production company. We had offices in New York and LA. We opened an office in London, and we opened an office in Berlin. We worked in all of those arenas in television commercials. We're now in the entertainment world, and we're also dealing with live events.
Payroll and production finance are critical in the production process. It's all about getting people paid on time, accurate reports, so it allows me to produce all types of forecasts that I need to do for the management team here at Radical.
Before we started using Wrapbook, a typical payroll cycle was very manual, very error-prone. Everything was on paper. There was a lot of times things might slip through the cracks, or there were a lot of errors.
Information didn't always sync up quickly and cleanly, and honestly the visibility was blurred. So this made all my forecasting, and even for our production teams, their forecasting difficult to see.
Sometimes you'll get a project that you've been budgeting for months, and then you need to shoot in 2 days. So we need a system that can keep up with that kind of schedule for production.
The biggest measurable impact we've seen has to do with compliance and reconciliations.
It was a lot easier to find the audit trail, and there were a lot fewer errors, if any.
The ability to see the information quicker allows for the folks on the front line not have to ask the questions after the job is over.
Before we would make our own spreadsheets and use our own calculations to get numbers, and I didn't feel as confident that I was getting everything. And now I know that the numbers are accurately reported and synced in real time in Wrapbook, and I feel much more confident that the information that I'm providing to people is correct. Whether it's commercials, film, television, music videos, we have union and non-union, part union, and so calculating overtime and calculating holiday pay, things like that, the rules are already put into the system, and no one needs to scratch their head trying to figure things out.
We're not afraid to take on those more complex projects with tighter turnarounds and multiple locations, because we know your system, it can handle the much smaller job, and it can also take on our largest project.
If you saw our big RadicalMedia sign, it said never established. We never wanted to be established. We wanted the ability to change as we were growing the company.
As we keep innovating, whether it's bigger productions or new formats, Wrapbook certainly gives us the foundation to keep evolving without slowing down.
We're all living in this digital world, and yet we were living in a paper world. The ability to do what you guys have done, just sit on a computer, which they all have access to, and get people paid while they're working, is sanctimonious. It's so fucking good. I want you to keep that in when you cut it.